All right, I'm gonna.
Last
go
night he
live
just
here.
played Enzo's theme on loop just to
Oh.
piss me off.
Oh, he's digging a hole. There he is, Mr. Gonzo, MG Geek.
best hole.
He's digging the best crater. Oh, they arrested me yesterday, but they can't stop the MG Geek. Can't spell. He can't spell.
You can't spell.
Can't
but
spell.
It's okay.
Can't spell.
But it's okay. Can't spell.
Can't read.
Can't read.
Can't
Can't write.
spell
Can't
to save his
spell.
goddamn life.
If I tell you, are we on a stream?
Yeah. We're live.
Oh,
We're live. Yeah, tell us after.
never mind.
So does controllers. Coco bought.
I'll be right
He
back.
bought them for you?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
They're on sale, $50.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I gotta get it. I gotta get an extra.
I'm like, I'll give you $100. He's like, no, don't worry about it.
I gotta get an extra.
I got it for the kids because I want to, Oh,
I have
do you
to.
see the Ninja Turtles box? I
Yeah,
got?
dude. That's dope.
Okay, $200 freaking dollars.
Nice.
What a waste.
What is it? Is it the Switch?
It's for the Switch.
Oh, it's for the Switch. It's
Yeah.
not. I thought it was the Switch.
No, it's the
Okay.
commemorative, and it comes with. Where is it?
Can you grab it? You have to show everybody.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it. I have one of the stuff out of it.
All right.
Can't
Let me get
spell.
the.
Right.
Oh, I thought
Spell
this
for
was.
shit.
Oh, this is really cool. Oh, this is from Limited Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took them a freaking year.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Yes or no?
I won't ever buy it from them
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
because I never got my Double Dragon one, and then it came with this, like this little.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like it just plays the video.
That's a cool little
Okay.
scale thing.
The chat should work on the stream now, Rich.
Oh, it
You know
comes
what I
with
would've liked it?
it-
A year ago when the game came out.
yeah, it comes with the VHS, which is cool.
It doesn't come with a VHS. It's a VHS box.
Oh, okay. This is pretty neat.
Yeah.
$200 though.
Yeah, not worth it.
You know what? You could probably flip this in a couple of years for
You think
like.
so?
Yeah, dude.
For how much?
Probably 500.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. You can put it next to you.
Let's put it right here.
Oh, I ordered the Danhausen.
Very cool.
Yeah, I
Very
ordered
cool.
the Danhausen.
Ringside
I
Collectibles
got
has a cool Donhausen figure.
Yeah, dude, this one is still freaking awesome.
I love that one.
But I told you it came broken. They ended up giving my money back.
All right, cool. They have an awesome Suzuki that I got to pick up, and they're making Desperado also.
Oh, nice. But these are my new favorites. The NWO ones.
Can't spell. Can't spell.
Digging a hole.
But rest assured, January 6th, 2026, he'll be there.
If you say it too many times, the
He'll be
beast gets
there.
awakened.
He shows up like Beetlejuice.
No.
Like Howard Stern's Beetlejuice, he'll show up.
Do it, Jonathan. Hit it. Couldn't do it.
Didn't do it.
He's stoned already.
Our guys are not having the best week.
No, none of them. Do you know what this guy? You know what? I'm gonna start the show and then I'll beat him up. Okay.
Well, can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
What kind of producer hands in work and then the hosts have to check it and make sure it's spelled everything's spelled correctly
every time. Not that it's spelled correctly. What pay-per-view? It's not Backlash, dude.
This guy MG has been handing us notes like by snail mail. By the way, he's like, "Hey, I was thinking about this
Look what he wrote.
for
He
the
goes,
show."
AEW All-In preview and predictions and WWE Backlash build.
Well,
I will
read the thing.
say-
Read the graphic he said the other day where he was like, Matman Tribute.
And what did he say? The manifesto
Memorandum.
in
Memorandum.
memorandum.
I will say that being in TV, it is a lot more. There's a lot more MGs in the world than you think.
Yeah, I know there is.
Yeah.
And you know what? You missed it. We made a joke about Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show, and I was waiting for you to hit it.
I told you I was.
I'll make it again.
Yeah, make it again. Do it again.
Yeah. Just send me a
Don't
clip.
talk about January 6, 2026 because he'll show up like Beetlejuice, like Howard Stern's Beetlejuice.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is why we had to split the show.
Yeah. This is us getting
This is
our.
why.
We're live now. We're live now, right?
We're live,
We're
pal.
no. Never been invited.
We're live, pal.
I will never be on that goddamn show.
Are
Sorry.
you protesting now?
I'm gonna incite.
Where do
the
you
fans to
stand-
storm. We're live, pal. while I sit back and do nothing and just stare at a monitor. Garrett's gonna be like, "They're knocking on my window. What's going on?" You know what? Before we start, could I go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Take a minute. This is gonna be a quicker show, I think. Anyway, as far as our normal length of a regular
Shut up, you
match.
hobgoblin.
Jesus.
You should see me in our group chat. Andrew.
No, I'm nice to him. I'm so nice to MG.
Mm.
No, I'm saying me.
Why?
Have you not been paying attention to the fantasy football group chat?
Am I in
He
it?
didn't know he. Did you add him?
Well,
I don't think you added him.
I'm not even in it.
You're not personally in it, but the Madman account's in it, so
Oh.
I can add you because I added Rich.
Yeah, put me in.
That way he
It's
can
just-
talk
I just
crap.
wake up every morning and just tell the whole group chat that MG sucks every morning.
My watch is acting weird.
Hey, I had a decent draft, so don't.
I'm going to draft Lawrence Taylor.
There you go.
Okay.
You should draft all
You know what's funny?
cokeheads,
Otis
right?
Anderson. Otis Anderson.
You know what's hilarious is that's actually one of the first things I said in the group chat because someone asked, "Is Andrew?" And I said no because he'd probably try to draft Lawrence Taylor with his first pick.
That's my boy.
Yeah, no, that's fucking hilarious.
The best moment, okay? Jess is hanging out with him, okay? Jess and Lawrence Taylor hung out for like 2.5 hours talking about Florida real estate and his
Yeah, they're
needs.
besties.
And Jess is like, who is that sweet old man? And I'm like, who? He's like the guy I was talking to all night. He's so sweet. I'm like, that's fucking LT. She's like, I don't, who is he? And I go, Lawrence Taylor, one of the greatest football players of all time? He's like, I just had a great conversation with him.
I can't believe he had a main event WrestleMania match. It still blows my mind.
By the way, Andrew, I have a new enemy in the Matman universe, and it's
Who?
this Jason Blunt character in the chat. We don't like him.
Who is this?
This Jason
Jason
Blunt.
Blunk?
Yeah. We
Oh,
don't
why?
like
He's
him.
going to win?
Well, no, he's a Chiefs fan, so we don't like those kind.
Oh,
See, like, I don't know. I don't know your football beef. I'm not a big football boy. I'm not I could watch it. Like, I know the sport. I know the sport really well. It just doesn't do anything for me.
It would be better for you if they were just wearing wrestling trunks and shoulder pads, huh?
Jock straps.
Just
That's-
jockstrap.
Oh, like that?
Hmm.
All right, I'm back.
Oh. Mm.
Dropping bombs.
Dropping bombs.
Funkmaster Flex, hard to get a ticket.
So irritating. Am I the only one who found Funkmaster Flex like as irritating as hell growing up?
Oh no, he's always been annoying.
Can I be the Hot 97 DJ here? Hold on, drop some bombs on him. We're dropping bombs here. Hot 97, hard to get a ticket. Funkmaster Flex.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Funk
D-
Master Flex night.
He has a drum roll too.
All right.
Don't.
I like foosball.
Like football. Like football. Football is life.
Football. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get
Started.
started. Hold on, let me find this.
Don't feed MG after midnight.
All right, so we have to now. We're going to go to. We passed Terry Funk. Okay, here we go. All in. All right.
There's a line.
Well, we also got.
Everything below the line.
What?
Can we do Cadillac's super chat?
What was it?
It was about the turtles.
The Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, pull it up.
Where do you stand? Cadillac Carson 999. Thanks, bud. Where do you stand on the second Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s where Vanilla Ice guest stars? It's probably objectively corny and bad, but I grew up on it and love that movie with all my heart.
Great.
I love that movie.
I just spoke about this 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
With who?
With Jess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't Coco?
It was not Coco. Because I watched the first movie again.
The dark movie. Dark.
Dark movie. You know, there's Leonardo, Michelangelo.
Donatello, we got the best hurts. They're underground. They're in the sewer.
We got Master Splinter.
Oh, this is wild. Anyway, Second Turds. Second Turds. Great movie. I think I saw it twice in the theater when I was a kid. Loved it. As an adult, it's so the opposite of the first movie.
Yes.
In the second movie, did you realize they don't use their weapons?
No, there is one moment that I thought Michelangelo used the nunchucks. No.
No.
Sausages.
Sausages.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of shell work.
A lot of shell work.
Hitting dudes with their shells.
Yeah. I don't mind the second one. The second one's cool.
Yeah,
It's like
second one's
RoboCop. I like the second RoboCop.
Oh, I love the second one. It was written by Frank Miller. That was fucking awesome.
You want to hear my RoboCop?
Yeah, please.
Brita creep.
It's pretty good. It's a RoboCop after a couple of Four Locos.
Can you imagine? He's on a corner just drinking Four Locos.
Delicious.
Thank God we split the streams.
Yeah.
Your move, creep.
Yeah, this would be
MG,
so
how many
inappropriate.
times have you heard that? And you...
All right,
Your move,
let's
creep.
start.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Your move, creep.
Kyle Masters, $5 for some reason. An underrated movie around where I live, Labyrinth with David Bowie. That's a great movie.
Great movie, but creepy because he is trying to
fuck.
fuck an underage Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
You know that's one of my babes, right?
Oh yeah, really?
Jennifer Connelly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
He's a goblin though. He doesn't know about
Who?
David Bowie. He was the Goblin King, so he doesn't know about
There's no age.
ages.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to go?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
You know who else is a Goblin King? This fucking guy.
Hold
on the
your
phone.
horses. Yeah, he's the
original.
He's the ultimate Goblin King.
Geblins. All right. Let's start. Ready?
Yeah.
Guys, remember, submit your questions in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. And we will begin in 3, 2, and 1. Hey everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zare, and I'm joined by the original Goblin King, MG Geek. Where is this?
Oh,
That's not him.
He is the Goblin King.
Yeah, that's not him. That is not him, but that is a Goblin King.
There's another Goblin. We're surrounded by Goblin Kings right now. By the
I'm
way,
joined by the one, the only, the king of the zombies, Rich Stamble.
what's up? What's up, my babies? How are you?
But zombies like cranberry zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a wild voice on that lady.
Zombie. Yeah. All right. So listen, this is gonna be a wacky show, okay?
Yeah.
If you want serious stuff, I would suggest you listen to the episode prior to this, our Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk tribute show. There was no shenanigans there, obviously, and I wanted to split the show because Rich and I tend to veer off into these bizarre, lunatic level conversations, and I didn't want to disrespect anybody on the previous show. So if you want news on that, you could go and listen to that. This show is going to be about All In. Big weekend in London. Wembley Stadium, 80,000 plus in that jam-packed stadium for a Sunday afternoon pay-per-view here
Can't
on
wait.
the East Coast. I was talking to Garrett on that other show that you don't allow me to mention on the show.
Just wait.
And he said that the show starts at 9 a.m. Pacific.
Dude, I would love that. Would you love that?
Oh, yeah. You just wake up and it's like the first thing you
Breakfast?
see is Moxley bleeding.
I'm gonna pitch our fantasy right now.
yeah.
It involves you and I.
Footy
You know-
pajamas or no?
Oh yeah, we'll go PJs. Definitely PJ suits,
Okay.
right?
All right, PJ suits.
Nice hotel room.
Okay.
You have a nicer hotel room than I do.
Okay. Why? Why
I
can't
come-
you have a nice hotel room?
I have a nice hotel room, but yours is that much nicer. Like our Vegas experience.
Oh, because I'm
You
a
get the
sick
upgrade.
person and I
You get the
upgrade
upgrade.
everything, Yeah.
We order breakfast.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Put the pay-per-view on.
What are we eating for breakfast?
Full English.
Oh, the beans.
The
and
beans,
ugh.
everything. You don't like the full
Yeah.
English?
Bleh.
What do you
No.
want? Egg white omelet?
I've had the full English breakfast
Yeah.
when I was in Manchester for that hair convention that I won an award for.
Yeah.
As like a lead Hall of Famer in faculty in hair loss.
Was it an eating contest?
Yeah, we just ate hair. No, I went out. I was with Jodamax, one of our old producers here,
Uh-huh.
and he he's like, let's have a proper English breakfast, and we did. And it was.
Were you not hungry until like 9 o'clock that night?
I'm like, beans for breakfast on toast.
Love beans. Yeah.
I'm like, not for me, man.
What's pancakes, sausage,
My breakfast,
bacon?
like a great breakfast.
Yeah.
I love pancakes.
Yeah.
But I can have pancakes anytime.
Okay.
Right? Love eggs.
Yeah.
Like eggs and like everything bagel.
Oh yeah.
That is my quintessential, like a very New York bacon, egg, and cheese, but bagel,
Oh,
egg,
yeah.
and cheese. Everything bagel,
Oh, yeah.
egg and cheese.
Salty.
Yeah.
So we'll get beautiful breakfasts.
Yeah.
We'll get a few screwdrivers, maybe
Yeah,
some
yeah.
mimosas.
Dude, I haven't had a screwdriver in so long.
That's my Sunday. That's my
my
go-to
dad.
Sunday.
That was my dad's drink.
Yeah.
A fucking screwdriver on Sunday.
Best. The best.
Nothing better.
The best.
You know what? Why aren't you coming?
Coming to what?
Sunday. What are you doing?
You told me you weren't doing anything. I made plans.
No, you told me that you
No. You said let's barbecue, and then you said no. I have to do Observer later.
I have to do Observer later. Yeah, you're right. Shit.
So I'm gonna go see Alex do an improv show,
Oh,
and then
man.
I'm gonna come home and watch All In. You
Man.
made your bed.
I made my.
Now lie in it.
Now I will lie.
Can you? Is there any way you could pre-tape Observer and then?
I mean, I do know some of the finishes. So I
and
probably
just act like all shocked.
You know, there was one time, okay,
Mhm.
and I cannot remember, but maybe MG knows because I told him this. This is a couple years ago. It was like pre-pandemic, right before the pandemic or right after the pandemic.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
I did not watch a really big show,
Mhm.
okay, but I knew all the finishes.
Okay.
And I went on and I did a show, and I had not seen a thing.
Should you be saying this right now?
And everybody thought it was the best show I've ever
Oh,
done.
my
What
God.
show was that?
I can't remember
I think
off
I
the
was
top of my
sick
head,
as a
but
dog. I was sick as a
Yeah.
dog, and I had to do a show, and I forgot what it was for. It probably was like one of the first Observers I did.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
To continue.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver, beautiful breakfast. We watch the show, right? After the show, we take naps,
Oh,
and then we go out.
yeah. Where are we going?
We tear it up.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Anywhere, wherever we are in California, where we could tear it up and don't have to drive.
Okay.
San Diego.
Oh, we're in California at this
we're
time.
we're we're West Coast time.
Oh yeah.
9:00 in the morning. Wrestling, breakfast, a lot of drinks.
I got it.
Go ahead,
You want to know my version?
please.
Okay. We're on the West Coast. 9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Before 9 o'clock,
Okay.
we go to the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah.
And
Schwitz?
We could take a schwitz at
Okay.
the pool.
Beautiful.
I went with Tim Dillon. He took me to breakfast at the Beverly Hills Hotel
Very
at
nice.
like 9 o'clock in the morning. It was beautiful.
Very nice.
We have breakfast at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Mhm.
Maybe we take a quick schwitz in the pool in the spa.
Yeah.
We come back. It's 9 o'clock. Time for wrestling.
Sounds amazing.
Fancy.
That's perfect. That's
Fancy.
that's our fantasy.
And then you know where we could go afterwards?
Mm.
Waldorf Astoria rooftop.
Beautiful.
Or we could go to the peninsula where all the hookers are sitting at the bar.
Either works for me.
I've never seen. That is actually a great hooker bar.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, it's impressive
Yeah.
to see.
A lot of nice ladies.
They range.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. I went there for a cocktail, and I'm like, oh my god, this bar is like packed with beautiful women. And the guy that works, he goes, oh no, they're all hookers.
They're all hookers. Don't
I'm
worry
like, no
about
problem with that. I'm pro whatever you're gonna do.
And you were like, well, what's that?
I'm like, hookers.
I'm just a poor country boy.
I'm just a poor country boy.
You're gonna have before we continue. You're gonna have to read this. Next
I'm gonna
question.
save this for the end of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
At we're gonna save
Yeah,
it.
I gotta push in, but I'm gonna work on my my Jerry right now.
Okay.
Let's go into this, boys and girls. All in this Sunday, huge show.
Big show.
This
The
is this is a monumental moment for AEW, monumental moment for professional wrestling.
So big. Like Colgate.
Nobody has been able to nobody's been able to put on a show this large ever outside of WWE.
Dude, can't wait.
This is something WCW never was able to do. This
Yeah.
is something Impact never came close.
Nope.
New Japan has never come close to doing this.
40K.
well, WCW did it, but
No,
they
they
had they had a government that told all the people they would die if they didn't go.
Listen,
You don't count the
I
North
don't.
Korea
I
show,
do
right?
not. Listen. If you're going at gunpoint, I don't
They
consider
count,
that.
I know.
Yeah.
And I don't consider the North Korean show an actual attendance, right? It was a summit of some sorts that somehow they forced 150,000 people in a building.
Yeah,
and they had no idea what wrestling was. Those people,
Wild.
yeah, they seen these giants wrestling. So this is a huge thing, and congratulations to everybody in that company for this, but. This is. Did the notes go away? Here we go. This is the number that I have here, right?
Okay.
As of 2 days ago or 3 days ago, 2 days ago when this was put together, there were almost 81,000 tickets distributed.
Yeah.
Okay. The current setup is for 85,294.
Wow.
91. There's 4,400 tickets available. The estimated paid is 74,500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. You know,
Great.
you're gonna give a bunch of comps for sure.
We also called that it will exceed 70,000 a few months ago.
You called it, not me. You were. I was far more conservative than you were on this number.
Royal we.
The royal we.
The
yeah.
royal we.
I
Mhm.
thought very realistically 65 was a
Mhm.
possibility, but when they sold 44,000
Just like that.
pre-sale tickets,
Yeah.
just like that, I was like, okay, something is shifting, and it just doubled from there, and it's very impressive.
Yeah. It's going to be a really good show for the Brits and the Europeans and the Americans that have flown there.
And the Americans that have flown there. So let's go into this.
Yeah, let's do
it. The card is shifting. It's still changing. There's going to be more matches announced on Saturday.
Yeah.
Collision was pre-taped. They taped it on Thursday? No, Wednesday,
They
Mhm.
they taped it right after Dynamite.
right after. So,
That's why the Elite went on first.
yes.
So far,
Yeah.
we have a pretty decent card, right?
Yeah.
Show's going to open with Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis to defend against Better Than You Bebe, MJF and Adam
They also
Cole.
added FTR, the FTW champion Hook defending against Jack Perry defending against Hook.
Great. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Right? The Golden Elite, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Hangman Page versus Bullet Club Gold, Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Konosuke Takeshita. I think this is going to be one of the sleepers of the night.
What do you think of the card? Okay, let's talk about this before we break it down.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Your honest opinion?
My honest opinion is that I feel like I don't want to get any poop for this, but for some reason I find the card. I love the card, right? But to tack on the name All In, I think it raised expectations too high.
Okay.
You know, if they called it anything else, I would be like, "This is such a banger." You know, but I don't know why I can't get over that psychology. That's it. It's
Okay,
just that little thing.
So let's.
How about you?
If we change this card a little bit, right?
Okay.
And Kenny Omega has a singles match against Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Does that change the show for you?
I think so.
It does.
I think it also, if it was Kenny versus Danielson, Kenny versus Punk, or Kenny versus Ospreay,
Okay.
right?
If,
Any
if,
of those.
If you got that, or you got Punk and Jericho, or you got Punk
MJF.
and MJF.
Yeah.
Does it change the card for you?
I think so.
So we got the card that we got because of internal politics
Mm-hmm.
and injuries.
Can't avoid.
Sometimes you can't avoid it.
Can't avoid either.
Sometimes you can't avoid it. And that this is a great example of that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad card. I don't think this is going to be a bad show. I expect
No.
this to be an A-level show.
It's gonna be awesome.
Because of the environment. But a lot of this is hanging on the MJF Cole story more than anything else.
Yeah.
So now let's go through this.
Next up, Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay. We heard about this rumor a while ago, and I'm glad on Wednesday during Jericho's promo, he said that he reiterated what we were saying on the show a month ago. Basically, hey, I pulled you aside in New Japan and said, if you don't stop wrestling the way you're wrestling, you're gonna end up like Dynamite Kid, right?
Yeah.
Very kind of cool, like mentor thing. They were supposed to wrestle in New Japan, and now you're gonna get that match at Wembley. Ospreay cut arguably the best promo of his career on Wednesday night.
Ospreay really made you bruv
Coming
Is that
out
it?
like a soccer chav.
That was the most aggressive I've heard him
Yeah.
on TV, especially, US TV. And he's like, I'm working in indie before the show,
Mm-hmm.
right? Isn't that what he said?
If I was that indie promoter, I would be like, here's your money. You don't have to wrestle.
Just be okay.
Just be safe, but be healthy for tomorrow.
But he cut a great promo. He has
Yeah.
kids. He has a couple months left on his contract, and he wants millions of dollars because he deserves it, and he's one of the best. And you know what? I agree with everything he said, and it was a very believable promo he cut with Chris. I thought Dynamite was fantastic.
Yeah, Dynamite was great. Do you think he's going to come over to AEW? Or do you think New Japan's going to say, hey, we'll give you more money?
Well, how about WWE?
I can't see Ospreay in WWE.
I could tell you that they have had their eyes on him since like 2016.
Is he going to lose to Logan Paul?
I don't think they would have him lose to Logan
Yeah.
Paul, but there's so much happening on the WWE side right now with contracts.
Yeah.
and people that they want to pick up.
Right.
People that, the Edge situation is very interesting. Here.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we'll go into that also today. But I think if you're WWE, the merger is kind of affecting some of this.
Yeah.
On signing people and allocating money to the right people. There's a lot of moving parts right now there. But I think for Ospreay, for AEW, I think Ospreay's a necessity.
Yeah.
To have someone like him that could grow into a major character. He will eventually become, if he goes there for 5 years, let's say he's there for 5 years, 6 years, he could become like an AEW guy.
I think so, yeah. Plus, former New Japan World Champ.
Yeah, I mean, he's won every European title you could ever imagine.
There is, part of me really wants to see him versus Punk.
There's a lot of those guys, though.
Yeah.
Him and listen, Edge.
If Edge jumps ship.
If there was ever a moment for Tony to come in and just, we'll go into this. With the new stuff, I want to go into it because I have a little insight on this.
Up next, you have the coffin match, Sting and Darby Allin versus Swerve and Christian Cage. I think Christian Cage takes the pin from Sting on this one.
Yeah, AR Fox, there's some issue with him.
Like a visa issue, right?
I don't know what that issue is, but apparently he knew of this issue.
Okay.
And AEW found out very late about this problem.
Per Sean Ross Sapp, he hadn't been overseas since 2016, so there was something there.
Maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
And they killed him off of the Mogul embassy
and kind of turned him face again.
And then kind of turned him face, yeah.
And then Phoenix also got murdered on
Phoenix
Wednesday.
Also got murdered,
so it doesn't seem like Phoenix can make it to the British show, right?
Yeah, Phoenix has a residency issue because he's trying to obtain residency in the U.S. and he can't leave the country in order to obtain it. So there was a shift there too. So
okay, up next, the Stadium Stampede. Well, actually, you know what? Who's gonna take the Golden Elite versus the Bullet Club? And
I think
Takeshita?
Golden Elite wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jericho Ospreay.
I would. Ospreay.
Ospreay has to win, right?
Yeah.
Put him over. Put the guy over.
Yeah.
Sting and Darby.
Who's in the coffin?
I'm gonna say Sting puts Christian Cage in the coffin.
No. The coffin. There's someone in it already.
Ooh, okay.
Listen
Edge.
to me. Listen to me.
At GE.
All of a sudden, mid-match, you start seeing
Adam Copeland.
You just start seeing like something punching through that coffin, okay?
Uh-huh.
And it gets more and more violent. More and more violent. Boom, boom, boom. The coffin starts cracking. You see a head bashing the coffin.
Oh shit.
Bill Goldberg.
I like that he headbutts his way out of the coffin like an utter moron.
He's got the bloody forehead.
Blood everywhere, and it's just him coming out of the coffin.
This is how I travel internationally. I need the soil of my homeland. All right. I think Sting throws Christian Cage into the coffin.
Sting throws Christian Cage into the coffin.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they're gonna get we're gonna get a surprise here.
And like Nick Wayne has to be involved, right?
Maybe.
So there you go. Stadium Stampede, Eddie Kingston, Penta, Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends versus Blackpool Combat Club, Moxley, Claudio, Wheeler, Santana, and Ortiz. Santana and Ortiz returned over on Wednesday. Very cool to see them back.
But not teaming with Eddie.
I think there's going to be like a weird turn here. Does Blackpool Combat Club need 2 more people on their side? Santana and Ortiz would be a good fit, but I don't think they need anybody right now.
I think they're a good team. I don't think they need anybody.
I would like to see Eddie, Penta, Santana, and Ortiz as a team.
Eddie, Penta,
Santana and Ortiz.
Okay.
That's a good Forza.
That's a great Forza.
I think Blackpool's going to win this. I think it's going to be bloody as hell, too.
Okay.
You know what? I have... So real quick, one thing my concern is this, and Andrew, I wonder what you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
As far as shooting this is a basically Stadium Stampede, or basically Anarchy in Arena on steroids.
That's
so
what.
As far as
So
shooting
that's
this,
what
it's
I.
gonna be
That's
an
what
issue.
that's what I said on We're Live, pal. That this is going to be probably more.
No.
I don't know unless they're. I know you hate that show.
No, I do like the show.
I think it's going to
Fucking
be.
hate it.
They can't just have this pre-recorded
No.
and mix in reality. So what I think maybe it's just it's Anarchy in the stadium, and they're just calling it Stadium Stampede.
Cool.
But I think shooting it. What do you think about? It feels like shooting it's going to be a challenge. Don't
They're
you
going to have
think?
to shoot it like it's Anarchy in the arena.
I think they're going to be fine. They probably had people there already ahead of time to kind of scope out what they could do.
Yeah.
Who do you think takes it, Andrew?
I say the baby faces.
Okay. MG, are you writing all this down?
I'll go back and look it up.
Okay. The AEW Trios World Championship, House of Black versus the Acclaimed,
Yeah.
with the return of the badass Billy Gunn.
Yes. Well.
Uh huh.
I showed you something.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
I did.
I don't remember. Can you show me now? What is it? Is it pertaining to Billy Gunn?
There's
Billy
a new,
Gunn your
There's a
dad?
new belt.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. House of Black. House of Black. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go House of Black.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm
Are
gonna
you-
go House of Black on
Are
this
you,
one.
are you really going with House of
I'm
Black?
really
here?
going with House of
You
Black.
are.
I'm going with House of
Okay.
Black on this one.
Okay. I don't know who wins this
Mhm.
match. It's not like I saw something.
If House of Black doesn't win, I'm retiring.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not from the podcast, just in general.
Just in general.
to my bed chambers. You know, I'm retiring to my bed chambers.
I think you guys have heard me mention who is gonna win this. So
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
We're doing a bad job of this,
Yeah.
by the way. Let's see here.
Acclaim wins. There you go.
Butcher and Blade. The Real World Championship, CM Punk defends against Samoa Joe. Is this for the belt? Is this for CM Punk's belt?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think they announced it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the X Division title.
Hysterical. That's pretty funny. If you get, you know what? If you get that belt, do you get to challenge for the other belt? That'd be kind of cool if they put that stipulation.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with that belt. I'm actually. It's funny because I initially
Mhm.
had asked if they were going to bring his belt back
Mm-hmm.
when he was coming back, and everybody told me absolutely not. That is not happening.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like they're trying to kind of like be like, no, it's not going to happen. I think it just happened.
Yeah.
I think it just turned into it, and they just ran with it.
Who do you think takes that?
It'd be interesting if Joe won it, but I think Punk is going to have to win it because you're going to have to set up Punk's match in Chicago.
Okay.
So who, a lot of this is part of the issue with this show
Mhm.
was they had to put the show on when they put it on.
Yeah.
That's when the building was available. That's when everything lined up for them. And unfortunately for AEW, there's a pay-per-view the following week also.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of feeling like a setup show
Right.
for All Out.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know who Punk's I don't know. But I think Punk should win.
Yeah.
Does he get booed in the UK?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Joe gets cheered and he blows the roof off. Is it a dome? Is Wembley a dome or is Wembley open?
Wembley
I don't know.
is open.
It's open? All
Yeah,
right.
because it's a yes?
I don't know. I don't know about international relations.
Yeah, I think it's open. Yeah, it's open. It's open. It's like half open because the
Okay.
stands are covered.
Okay. Let's see. Next up, AEW World Tag Team Championship, FTR versus the Young Bucks. I'm very much looking forward to this.
I think the Bucks win.
I think the Bucks win too. AEW Women's Championship, Hikaru Shida defends against Toni Storm, Britt Baker, and Soraya. I think there's going to be a title. I think there's going to be a title change. I think Toni Storm's going to win, and then hopefully a healthy Jamie Hayter does a run in.
Okay. You could do that.
Yeah. That would make sense. And like especially if they show Jamie Hayter in the crowd. I think she would get a pop like nobody's business.
Yeah.
AEW World Championship, MJF defends. This is your main event.
Yes.
After doing double duty, after the Ring of Honor tag belts, they're going to have that match. AEW World Championship, MJF defends against Adam Cole. I am predicting a double turn.
Double turn.
Double turn. If they could pull it off, I'd be impressed by the storytelling.
So MJF, the babyface, turns heel, but he ends up being the babyface at the end?
Yep.
Not a double turn.
Double turn.
A double. So everybody
So
stays.
they both shift.
That's a double turn.
No. But they shift twice.
They shift twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double.
So I think this is a lot of this is going to be shenanigans.
Mhm.
That Aussie Open match, right? You could go two ways.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let's fantasy book a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You think this is going to be them as Sean and Austin holding that ROH?
That's what I was, to be honest, that like literally that's all I could think in my head is like, oh yeah, when Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin had it, and they so what you can do here is they win the titles clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
No shenanigans. And they go in as champions, and something happens during that world title match, and MJF, Adam loses, or I'm sorry, Adam wins, screws MJF, but now like they still have the titles together. Or what I was thinking is, what if Adam Cole MJF gets taken out? The match doesn't happen.
I keep thinking it's going to be the opposite, where Cole gets taken out after their Ring of Honor title win.
What you want? Oh, I got it. You ready?
Okay. It's Wardlow.
You ready?
Yeah.
So you could do it with both. Somebody is turning for sure. They're in the back. MJF is holding his knee.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't be in this match. Adam has to find a replacement. Maybe Roddy. Somebody. Yeah. Somebody replaces.
There you go.
Okay. And he's exhausted from this match. And then MJF has no knee problem going into the main event.
Yeah.
Look, I outsmarted you. Or you could do the opposite. Or nothing happens.
Right.
I don't know, but I think the opinion of this main event is going to be very much reliant on the story that they're telling.
Does Adam Cole win the AEW World Championship at the end of this event?
I don't think he should.
Okay. I agree with you.
I don't think he should.
I think MJF should hold on to it for a little while longer.
Yeah, because what's the world title match in Chicago?
Right.
Once again, we're back here. Are you doing another match with them?
Does Joe win, leaving CM Punk open to challenge MJF?
I mean, to me, CM Punk has to be in a ladder match for those titles.
I don't want to see that. Again, I don't want to see him on a ladder anywhere near. I don't even want that guy to go up the stairs.
Yeah, I feel like they have to do something, but I know that there's politics playing on how they're doing that match.
Yeah.
Does Max want to work with him? I don't know. The other thing that's a little insulting, if you really think about it, is Max is the real world champion, right?
Right.
Max won the title, and he's the champion. But now they're calling CM Punk's title the real world title. CM Punk's calling it the real world title. And MJF does not talk about the fact that this man has another title.
Right. I think he mentioned it in passing a couple of times.
So either that's a setup, right, for whatever's going to happen, or they don't want to work together.
You never know. Like, you would hope that they would let bygones be bygones. Also, we have this show. I feel like there's going to be a couple of surprises, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
We have Dynamite on Wednesday, and I do feel like there's going to be... I feel like the Dynamite on Wednesday is going to be like the Raw after WrestleMania, right? Where it's just complete and utter chaos, And I bet you CM Punk shows up on Dynamite.
I hope so.
For 2 seconds.
And then just poof, gone.
I do like what he did with Joe last week, where he showed up in the luchador outfit.
The Golden Vampire.
Yeah, the Golden Vampire.
What the hell was that?
It's awesome. Whatever it was
apparently it's like an IWA Mid-South reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very interesting.
Ooh, Buried Alive match. That would be awesome. CM Punk versus MJF in a Buried Alive match.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So, I mean, that's the card. Do we get a big surprise here?
I think Danielson is what, like 6 months? He has to rehab.
I don't know when he's coming back.
He's got a plate in his arm now, right?
Does he? I don't know. It's funny you said Danielson, and he's trending on Twitter right now. So I don't know what
Danielson spotted in England.
He is there.
I think there's going to be a couple of surprises, maybe a couple of returns. I do want to see that Jamie Hayter return. I feel like it's like the timeline for her to return is now. Mercedes, maybe.
Mercedes
she might still be a little too soon.
Maybe in the audience.
Yeah.
Maybe Okada in the audience.
It is interesting how they've gotten plagued with these injuries year after year.
Would you... What if they named or Adam Cole gets taken out, and his replacement is named as Okada, and Okada wins.
And Okada just wins the title. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Very
okay
much
with
okay.
that.
You know what's crazy? We didn't talk about this last week, and we didn't really talk about it this week. Tanahashi was in town wrestling Matt Cardona
In Jamaica, Queens.
in Jamaica, Queens, and I had no idea
Me
about it.
neither.
You sent me the graphic, and I was like, "Oh, we should go to that." And you were like, "It's in 2 hours. This is
Yeah.
tonight." You know, and I was like, "What?"
Like if I had seen that like a month ago,
yes,
yeah,
we
I
would
think I
be
would've
there.
gone.
We
Yeah,
would
I
have
would've
been
gone.
there. You know,
See Tanahashi in like a weird
oh my god, yeah.
arena.
Versus Matt Cardona,
We could have brought him to Bell Boulevard.
we probably could have taken him out after that.
Can you imagine? Where would we have gone with him? Uncle Jack's.
Uncle Jack's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got a martini.
And
with him.
Nona's.
And then 2
I
nights
got the
later,
best
he
square slice.
You ever have
2
a square
nights later
pizza,
he was on an
Tanahashi?
Impact pay-per-view.
Wow.
Hey Tanahashi, you ever had a square pizza?
You ever had a square pizza? Wild. All right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Think so?
100%. 100%. He'd be like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do you want to do questions?
Did you
yeah,
guys-
Let's see.
Actually, let's go into the Edge stuff.
let's go. Into
Did
the
you
edge.
guys
Yeah.
real quick? Did you guys talk about the tag match, the tag title match, and the women's match? I don't.
Yes.
I forget.
What are you talking
You
about?
did? Okay.
Where the
Okay,
hell
I
were
didn't
you?
know.
Yeah, where have you been?
I
Dude,
was
he
I
goes-
was spacing
do you
out.
know? You know?
Don't feed him after midnight. No more
watch-
faux locos
you watch
after
Stranger
midnight.
Things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You remember? You know how like she goes into like the void?
He's the Demogorgon.
He's the fucking Demogorgon in the void.
Okay. So he's in the void.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say?
That's where he goes. He just goes into the void.
He goes into the upside down.
I spaced out.
All
for
right,
a
let's talk
minute,
about
I'm
Edge.
Yeah, let's talk about Edge.
Edge on Friday last week had a fantastic match with Sheamus.
Yeah.
Great old school, hard hitting.
Yeah.
Great match.
Big guys.
In Toronto, right? No, they were in Montreal, right?
I don't remember.
Quebec
Quebec.
City.
Okay.
Montreal,
Mhm.
Quebec.
Quebec. They had a fantastic match, and apparently that is that was the last.
It was
date
Toronto.
That it was
Mhm.
Toronto. Thank you. Don't correct me if you don't know. What is wrong with you?
I'm having a week. I'm sorry.
I don't think we have enough time.
I have to tell you guys, this guy has had. I don't know what happened. You know what you need to do? You need to go and start taking pills. Okay, whatever that pill is that
Yeah.
can correct this, you
Yeah,
need to get on
for real.
pills. Okay. Maybe you need some.
So you're just
Oxalate.
randomly. So I just randomly start taking pills.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Just
I think you need to
just
take some Alpha Brain.
experimental.
I think you need to start taking
TRT,
anything
bro.
Joe Rogan is selling. You need to take
You got to do that Liver King shit.
the liver, yeah, the mushroom complex. You need like an 8 mushroom complex.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, "Hey, you got to stop drinking and drugging," and he was like, "I don't," and I was like, "Well, then you better start. You better write that Mr. Gonzo ship that you're on."
I think he's been overwhelmed. He's
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
lot of stuff to do.
Andrew keeps doing this. He's like, "That Mr. Gonzo."
All right, let's talk about Edge. What do you think?
I would love it if he shows up in England on Sunday. Sunday.
He can't. He's under contract till the end of September.
Okay.
So he has an extension in his email. He said.
Mhm.
There's a lot of speculation on what happened here. They're off on numbers. They're not off on numbers. He maybe wants to do something else. You know, you got to also remember he came back, and I think it was a lot of timing issues,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for sure.
I would have said it would have been a smart decision to put a title on him.
Mhm.
I know that match with Roman and Danielson could have been a moment for him, but
Oh, yeah.
obviously they were going through that Roman moment, and they already had the big picture plan.
Mhm.
But it would have been nice to see him with a world championship. We didn't get that. He had a couple of matches, and then he got
Mhm.
hurt, and then he came back, and then he left again. You know, he's an attraction.
Yeah.
What does he mean to AEW? I will say that since they are going, I also believe that the option has been taken on AEW.
Okay.
Okay. I this is not something that I posted yet. Okay.
Okay.
But I spoke to somebody, and they said they're like 99% sure that AEW has been extended. Like there's like that 1-year option,
Mhm.
and they've been optioned for 2024.
Okay.
So a lot of that kind of has to do with the fact that Max is not fully built for them yet.
Okay.
Okay. And it does seem like they will be on there. But a lot of this has to do with the infrastructure on how they're presenting this and working on, what content is on there, how much you're paying for that content to be on there, how are you going to handle pay-per-views? And I'm not reporting this, okay? This is not a report, but I will say that there's rumblings that Max would like to test out some functionality in the fourth quarter this year.
Okay.
Okay? I do feel comfortable saying that.
Okay.
But I don't know what that means for AEW, but I think if you're going to add a pay-per-view element and you're going to be 12 pay-per-views a year, you have to figure out what are you charging for these shows?
Right.
Can you sustain a $50 a month purchase? Will your audience have $600 a year to buy pay-per-views? Right now, they're buying 8.
Yeah.
Can they buy another 4? I think they will. I think the pay-per-view model is back. I think Logan Paul kind of changed that for a lot of people.
Is the market there?
I think it will be there. AEW is in a very strange position right now, right? And these are all things playing a part. Their rating, the Dynamite rating, is stabilizing at around 870. Do they want to be at 1 million? Of course they want to be at 1 million. Can they hit 1 million? Yeah, of course they could hit 1 million. But 8, that's a healthy number for that show. Yeah. The Collision number is not fantastic. They're sitting in the high 4s right now, low 5s.
Yeah.
I know that 640 was said to be a great. They wanted 640. Somebody had told me at Warner that was a very healthy number to be at. I don't think they're looking at this as a failure whatsoever. I think they're still ranked very high for the night, and they're getting something here. It's going to take time. You got to recondition an audience to tune in on a Saturday. That's just all it is. And you can with good content. With that said, all this stuff, right? You got all these moving parts for a new contract. That's not probably. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. It may happen next year. But they according to this person, they're pretty positive that they've taken the extension on.
Okay.
Does Edge affect the value of your TV deal? I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Edge thing is very interesting. But you know what I immediately think of? Like right off the bat?
Yeah.
How he's gonna make everybody on that roster look tiny.
Oh yeah, because he's a big boy.
He's gigantic.
Tall. Yeah, he's tall. He's tall and lanky. I will say, CM Punk.
The Billy Gunn effect.
Yeah, Billy Gunn was always. Yeah, Billy Gunn was huge, and you never realized it because he was around giants. I would say that as important as Punk is to AEW for Collision being in existence, and getting more money and renewing that contract, Edge would play that same role, because to a layman, which most people outside of the professional wrestling world are, they just know names. When you're renewing a contract, I'm just going to throw names, right? They have Edge, they have Christian, they have CM Punk. They're going to get Drew McIntyre if he's available. I'm not saying anything, right?
Speculation. It's like,
you know who else is there? Sting and Goldberg. I'm not saying that this is all happening but
that's a conversation.
The conversation around CM Punk, every conversation I have heard from the network side about CM Punk has been in an important positioning.
Right.
They know the importance of optics. They know the importance of having recognizable names.
Yeah.
I will tell you, they've been very happy with the Rampage numbers.
Great.
Rampage has been doing really well.
Yeah.
In the 400s. That's a very good number for that show.
For 10 o'clock on a Friday night?
For 10 o'clock on a Friday night. That's now become your replacement for Elevation and Dark and AEW Dark. And that's what this show on Saturday was going to be.
Yeah.
That was the point of Saturday. Turner did not like that they had content somewhere else. They want to be all encompassing for AEW. And a lot of people can speculate onto why they want that. Do they own a share?
Very interesting.
That's a conversation to be had. Yeah. I'm not the person to talk about that.
Now, I do think if we go back to Edge, I do think the guy loves wrestling, and I think he likes to try new things.
And this is a very new thing.
Yeah.
And if you are going to try something and you want to become a difference maker.
Yeah.
How much of a difference maker would you be if you're Edge in AEW? Are you changing 100,000 people to that show?
I think he would bring more eyes, definitely week to week. But like you said, I think a decision for Edge to jump over after his contract is done would make so much sense for AEW, for Edge to do something different, right? And also from an executive standpoint to say, this is a guy that we can rely on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think he's a great hand to have there. Because remember, you don't have too many of these guys left.
Mm-hmm.
These recognizable names from that era that can actively
Wrestle.
move the needle.
Yeah, and
move the needle.
Move the needle.
Wrestle, yeah, sure. I mean, you had Van Damme. And Van Damme did a great job.
Yeah.
Is Van Damme, and we love him. Is he Edge? No. Not because of talent or anything. It's because of the historical positioning that WWE has put this guy in.
Absolutely.
They made him into one of the greatest of all time.
And it also opens up a lot of stuff for the fans where you want to see Edge in a world title match, right? You want to see Edge team up with Christian one more time. You want to see an Edge and Christian versus Hardy's match one more time, even though they're 1,000 years old. They look great, but you know what I mean? Like I think it would be a cool
Edge
thing.
And Christian and the Hardys, Edge and Christian and
the
Bucks. There are, and then Edge and Kenny Omega.
Yeah,
right. Like that's the first match that comes to mind.
Oh
I'm like,
my god,
who does Edge face? I'm like, oh, I want to see him and Omega.
Absolutely.
And then I want to see him and Punk.
Yep. I want to see him and Ospreay. I want to see Edge and Jay White.
Edge and Jay White.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Listen, there's so many that you could do here. Anyway, let's do questions.
All right, MG, can you take care of the questions?
Do you want me to do them? Okay. One second.
I just said that. Do the super chats first, guys. If you want to super chat us, feel free to super chat us any amount. And do not forget, if you want to see MG Geek dance, you can super chat us that too.
No. I have control over my camera, so
bands will make him dance.
So.
Huh?
Bands will make him dance.
What'll make him
dance?
Bands.
All right. Let's see.
Let's go.
I'm okay. I'm trying to do the kind of serious ones first. Okay, let's go with this one. Are you surprised that Sammy and DG are not on the card? Where'd you leave them off?
Yeah. Again, too many moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of moving parts, and I think some people were going to be left off, and some people are going to be presented on this. I don't know how long the show's going. I imagine it's over by 5.
Oh, I think it's going to be longer, dude.
You think it's going to go
I think
to
they
6
will.
o'clock?
Yeah.
They only have nine matches on the main card.
I think 2 of those matches are
10
going to be
matches.
like hour-long matches. That main event, I'm saying 45 minutes. I think the Stadium Stampede, another 45 minutes. The ladies match. There's a lot of matches on the card that should be allotted a lot of time, and it's probably going to be a very hot crowd.
I hope so. So I don't know. I'm hoping this ends like closer to 6 than anything else. I'm not surprised. I think a lot of people are going to be left off this card. I'm surprised they didn't do like a battle royal to kind of get everybody in.
Maybe they still will.
Probably
Maybe
too
they still
expensive.
Yeah.
I see those two being part of that
so loud.
Ospreay.
Yeah, what is
Jared
going
Hook.
on with your audio?
It's like microphone's in his mouth.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Continue.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry,
Next
let me
question. Let's do this.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Who's pulling these up? Is it you or him?
He's doing it. Should I just do him?
Yeah, you do them.
All right. This is from Trust the Process 34, $10. Don't you think having Bucks, who only tagged once all year, beat the likely tag team of the year is a bad look for FTR? Bucks also just got richest tag team contract in history, but maybe Cash's legal stuff changes things.
I don't think Cash's legal stuff is going to affect the situation. I don't know if it's public yet what they're saying, but I don't think it's as. I don't think it's going to affect where they stand. But I do think that having a back and forth feud between those two teams is fantastic. You could swap the title and then have the rematch at All Out. Yeah. This is like their Tuesday in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, why not? Swap them out for a week and then have FTR win again.
Yeah.
At the Chicago show.
You could do something, but I do think that the Bucks need to become more presented in that tag division. I think becoming a trio with Kenny and everything else that they were doing kind of slowed that down. And the same goes for, by the way, House of Black. Yeah. Because those guys all should be in great singles programs.
Just
every one of them.
Thick roster.
And this, if you take the titles off, or when they do take the titles off on Sunday, this will make them kind of split up, and you could have, like, I want to see Malachi and Punk.
I want to see Malachi versus everybody.
They could both do the sit-down thing in the ring.
Yeah. Up and down.
I got it. They both go for roundhouses. They miss the roundhouse, and they both do the sit-down pose. Mm-hmm. Wow, my God, what a pop.
Yeah, yeah. Huge pop.
Yeah.
This is $5 from Bob Hazelwood.
Yo, Bob Hazelwood's back.
Hello to the Daniel Murphy and Ruben Tejada of Wrestling Podcast.
Very nice.
Very nice. Thank you, Bob. Randy, is the GOAT, Double J, really not going to be on the card?
Bree Woo. What is a Bree Woo?
I think he meant to write Bree Mode.
Bree Mode. I think Double J should be on the show.
I think so, too.
I think he'll come out. He'll do something wacky.
Yeah. There's another one from Randy. Don't you also think that if the Elite Punk were to do business, it would serve to do it before a new TV deal to increase ratings and numbers?
Yes. Yeah. I think they need to do business.
Absolutely.
And, listen, if I would say if the Empire was crumbling, they would make sure that match happens immediately.
Yes.
Like, if they felt there was any momentum shift in the negative when it comes to that contract year, because this contract year is going to define their value.
Yep.
For the next 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That $1 billion number is a very realistic number if you add in the fact that they have 5 hours of content, they have 2 A-level shows, they have Rampage, they're doing monthly pay-per-views, they are on HBO, they're on Max. If you add all of that in, they could be worth $1 billion over 5 years.
Yeah. Fascinating, huh?
Fascinating.
They're doing something that nobody has come close to doing in 20 plus years.
Yeah. It's nobody's ever done this.
Yeah.
They've never done this. No company in the history of professional wrestling outside of Vince McMahon has put on a show to this caliber.
Wild.
And it's wild.
Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
This is another one from Randy. Randy with the triple. Should AEW stop running Grand Slam? The steep drop in sales these last 3 years is staggering.
Yeah, because they... Right now, I think they're at like 7,000 people right now.
We still got to get.
I can look it up real quick.
Are we going?
If you want?
Yeah, but I'm gonna reach out to their PR.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Let's get those press seats, man.
I think we're gonna have to because there's a lot of people that
I am okay with that.
Okay, here you go.
Let's
ready?
have a nutty time.
Here we go. Grand Slam. There's 5,300 tickets sold. They sold 137 tickets since last week.
Okay.
They're capped at 9,000, so there's 4,500 people tickets. I think they'll sell. They'll come close to this.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ticket sales. They have been moving some. So I think they got to tell you what there is. New York's a very unique market. If you tell me that the main event is Danielson and Moxley or whatever, I'm just saying, throw a big main event, then I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going anyway, but I think that's how many people are.
Right. We have to go. We're obliged to go.
There's a King Souflaki thing at the U.S. Open? I'm
The
going
truck?
on Tuesday.
The truck?
No, there's like a kiosk now.
Oh, wow. Good for them. This is from Kyle Masters. No question. Just want to hear Andrew's RoboCop.
Beat a creep.
It's a RoboCop after one too many Mai Tais.
I want some nuke. Dude, nuke. What a fucked up drug that was.
Nuke.
That kid.
He's got the nuke.
Nuke.
All right. This is one of the first questions we got today from AT. Seinfeld voice. You have to read it, Andrew.
Let me see. What's the deal with Tony Khan and women's wrestling? Does
You have to do the Seinfeld voice.
I know. And I gotta read this. Do you think the lack of time spent on the women hurts? What's the deal with Tony Khan and women? Just women, not even wrestling.
Just
What?
women.
Jerry, I spoke to Tony.
Oh boy.
He hates women.
I spoke to Tony.
He hates women. Hates women. Mercedes is going there. How about Jamie? Why is he in such distress always?
Always your Seinfeld is always distressed.
He's always distressed.
Mine sounds like a ghost. Yours is very distressed.
What's yours?
Oh, Mercedes Monet.
Jerry.
Is she a car?
Tony.
What is this, Mercedes? Is she a car?
Mercedes? What is she, a car?
Oh, this is a good question. Do you think there's a possibility that Nia Jax will be All Elite this Sunday?
I don't know. Was that a rumor?
And I think if she showed up during that ladies match, I'd be very impressed.
Nia looks like she's in great shape. She's been working out.
Mm-hmm. Trust the process. Will French Tony Khan be in attendance at All In?
Oui. They got to go to France, and he has to come out of the freaking beret, and this has to come full fucking circle.
You know how gobbledygooker came out of the egg?
Yeah.
He's going to come out of a baguette.
A baguette. He's just going to tear right through the baguette.
Like Wolverine. Edie Gomez, besides Kerry Sane, do you have any name that Hunter wants to sign?
I don't. That's like available today. I don't have anybody. I know there's a lot of like hopes that they're going to be able to sign certain people.
I think what was their last hope? Jay White, right?
Jay White was
Jay White was one of them. I'm kind of glad he didn't sign with them. Like
MJF's the big one.
MJF is huge. What was it? The contract war of 2024.
Yeah, but he might have done an extension.
I've heard of Nick Aldis as someone that
Nick Aldis. Yeah, where is he now?
Mm-hmm.
He's producing, I think.
Free agent, I think. They wanted him as a producer, but I think he still has some
left
traction as a wrestler.
Yeah, of course.
Bob Hazelwood, Hunter wants to sign Enchante.
Enchante's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left his earth.
Well, I feel weird doing it now after.
they left his earth.
After they left this earth.
Yeah.
After what happened with the Velveteen Dream, because the whole character was the same.
Wait, you were Enchante? No.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm mind blown. I thought it was Mr. Gonzo.
Dropping bombs.
This is from Pro Wrestling Joe about the max testing. Are you saying they're testing live sports in general this fall or an AEW event specifically?
I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
It's not so much the testing of live. It's testing of a ability to do a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
But I
scale,
wouldn't be...
Right?
I don't know. I'll have more info the next couple of weeks. I'll start piecing this together because I don't want to... This is very fresh.
You want to do one more and then bounce?
Let's do two more.
Okay. This is a good one. Zachary Venero. Please fantasy book Jeff Jarrett on the card for All In.
Okay. There you go. Here we go. Are you ready?
Go. Hit it.
The match happens between Max and
Adam Cole?
Adam Cole.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, the tag match happens.
Okay. I'm ready.
Adam Cole's done.
Uh-huh.
They need to find a replacement. Someone takes him out. And here comes Double J in the main event.
Okay.
Strutting with that guitar. He wins the AEW World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Big celebration. Huge. Big moment. That's how I do it.
I would tease it out a little bit. So out of nowhere, Samoa Joe gets injured, a backstage injury, right? Who's going to be CM Punk's opponent for the real world title? Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Isn't that great?
Jeff Jarrett wins with the stroke.
Slapping
5-minute match.
I hate the stroke.
5-minute match, right? End of the show. MJF beats Adam Cole. In slides Jeff Jarrett, holding up the real world title.
The real world title.
And says, next Sunday in Chicago,
Wow.
Me and you for all the gold.
Oh my god. And then he can do his Cash for Gold promo. What was that Jared Gold thing? What was it called?
Was it Cash for Gold?
No, it wasn't Cash for Gold.
It's from Brian Knight. Will Ospreay kept saying he doesn't want to go to the USA. Has he changed his mind?
I think money changes people's minds very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things that I don't want to do, but if you throw enough money my way, I will. Like work.
Oh, this is a good one. Let's end on this one.
Okay.
This is from Brian Knight. Ask Matt Men, which wrestling faction could beat the Ninja Turtles in a stadium stampede match? Nobody could beat the Ninja Turtles.
Nobody could beat the Ninja Turtles.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Wild. Hey, maybe we could do another one.
Okay, one more.
All right. Let's see. Will Goldberg show up at All In?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it happened. I think they were far off on money.
Yeah.
What happened to his Israeli tour? Remember he was going to Israel
Oh my God, yeah.
to retire?
I think that fell apart, right?
Yeah.
I know friend of the show, Joel Pearl, was really hyped to be able to do that, but then I guess the whole
Was
thing
he?
just kind of fizzled.
He was gonna go to Israel?
He was trying to go and do something there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? I do think Goldberg will show up in AEW at some capacity. I don't think he's gonna wrestle. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be an on-air personality. Maybe he'll team up, hang out with Taz on commentary. Would you like to see Goldberg on commentary?
No.
They do like
No.
they put him in that Mongo role.
Goldberg in that? What is he saying?
A lot of football related
A lot of
metaphors.
And cars and muscle cars.
Yeah. And daughter dating.
Oh, look at him. Look at MJF revving up like a 67 Chevy.
Keep your engine clean, boys.
He does a Lucas Oil commercial in between.
Yeah. Classic. I would love to see that.
Classic. All right, guys. That's it for today. I'll be back Sunday. Wrestling Observer Live. Well, we're going to be actually live this week, 6 p.m. for our recap of All In. All right, that's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Love you guys.
Well timed.
Hang on, let me.
All right.
Goodbye.
It should be.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
All right. You ending the stream, Andrew?